Hi guys, it's Gav here from dartsplanet.tv, and in today's video I've got Joe back with me to discuss our predictions for day 3 for the 2018 Betvictor World Match Play, which is on Monday, July the 23rd. It's an evening session, it's the end of the first round games, and it's from 7 PM live on Sky Sports. And I am buzzing because I am heading up to Blackpool, and hopefully, I haven't got a ticket yet, but I will get a ticket, and I cannot wait to get there. Thanks for joining me again in today's video, Joe.
Alright, no problem.
Let's have a look at the final games of round 1. We've got Kim Huybrechts against John Henderson, Simon Whitlock against Richard North, James Wade against Jermaine Wattimena, and Peter Wright against Jelle Klaasen. Yes, I can't stop smiling because I know I'm going to be there. And if I'm not in the venue, I will be in the pub. So let's first of all look through each game. Opening game, we've got Kim Huybrechts against John Henderson. Kim Huybrechts has got the worst record in the match play. 7 appearances, 7 defeats. He's up against John Henderson. He's had an up and down season, but we know he can play really well. He reached the semi-finals of the Grand Prix last year, beating MVG and Barney along the way. What are your thoughts on this one, Joe?
Well, the head-to-head stats at 9-3 Henderson. So obviously, as you said, Kim Huybrechts has got the worst record of
He certainly has.
7 defeats. I think the worst one was Robert Thornton until he won a game in 2016. Kim Huybrechts started since the start of the year has been in really bad form. Lost in round 1 of the world's 3-0 to James Richardson.
Yeah.
But he did well at the UK Open qualifiers, winning money in all events, reaching 2 last 16s, a quarter of the semi-final, which was good for him. But went 3 months without at least a quarter-final until he reached the semi-finals of the Dutch Darts Masters, losing to Steve Lennon. John Henderson has had an up and down 12 months. He did reach 3 Pro Tour quarter-finals between September and October, and had a great run to the semi-finals of the World Grand Prix, as he said, defeating MVG and Barney along the way.
Yeah.
This year hasn't been as consistent. He's made a number of last 16 appearances and made 2 quarter-finals and 1 semi-final, which isn't good enough for someone that reached their first major TV semi-final last year. I think Kim Huybrechts' bad form is going to continue in this one, and I'm going to go with 10-6 to John Henderson.
I was lucky enough to interview Hendo earlier on dartsplanet.tv earlier this year. The Highlander, such a lovely guy, and we discussed his rocking form, and he said if he's off, it is really bad and it will go wrong, but when he's rocking and he's doing it right, is a fantastic player. He was great to chat to, and I think that Henderson is going to win this one. I'm going for Henderson to beat Huybrechts 10-8. Next up, we've got Simon and Wizard Whitlock against Richard North. Simon Whitlock, obviously, as we know, got to the Premier League, and he also reached the Grand Prix final last year. Northie has qualified for the Grand Prix, the Worlds, and the Match Play all within 18 months. So what a huge achievement for Northie. What are your thoughts on this one, Joe?
Well, surprisingly, North leads the head-to-head 2-1, but Whitlock won the big one at the biggest one of all at the Grand Prix last year in the last 16. Northie was obviously on the Dartsplanet TV.
He was. What a man! What a guy! He's brilliant. So much fun.
And he's had a fantastic 18 months since winning his tour card last year, reaching his first ranking final, losing to Chitty 6-5 last August. That qualified him for the Grand Prix and the World Championship, which he lost 3-0 to Raymond van Barneveld. This year hasn't been as good as last year, despite reaching the semi-finals for the first time on the European Tour, losing to MVG. Whitlock, though, in the last 2 years has won 5 Pro Tour events between October 2016 and March 2017. So real consistency from the man from Australia. For a guy that was on his way down at the same time as Wes Newton and Andy Hamilton were, Whitlock did manage to make his way back up the rankings, up to number 7 in the world currently, and he made the Grand Prix final last year, which picked him for the Premier League for the 6th time this year. Northie has had some TV experience, but he hasn't had enough yet, so I'm going to go with Whitlock here. I'm going to go with 10-7.
Nice one. Well, I think I spoke to Northie in person. He seems to be quite happy with his draw against Whitlock. I think they live close to each other. They practice together. He's full of confidence. And I know he's not got as much experience as Whitlock, but I'm going to tip Northie to beat Whitlock in this one. It's going to be tight, 10-9. I'm going to go, it's just going to be a leg in it. It's going to go right to the death, but I'm putting Northie to win it. Next up, we've got James the Machine Wade against Jermaine Wattimena. James Wade has reached 3 finals on the tour, and he's also been really consistent at the same time. The Premier League breaks done wonders for him again, and he also had that 102.45 average, beating MVG in Vegas in style. He's up against Jermaine Wattimena. He's on the verge of breaking into the top 32, and as we know, he did beat Joe Cullen in the Worlds at the start of the year. What are your thoughts on this one, Joe?
Well, the head-to-head's 2-1, but they haven't met since last year. But obviously, Wade was missed the Premier League this year because he wasn't good enough in 2017. But this year's really pushed on, reached 2 finals on the floor, losing to MVG and Mervyn King, and then they're losing one on the European tour, again losing to MVG, and that got him back in on the World Series for his consistency in Vegas and Shanghai. And in Vegas, obviously, as we know, he beat MVG 8-3 with an average of 102.45 and it's a 1-6-1 checkout along the way. And he should have beat Gary Hansen in the semi-finals. He went on to win the tournament. Wattimena's been really consistency over the last 18 months, reaching 6 semi-finals in the Players' Championship events, and it won't be long until he does reach his first final or win his first BDC title. As you said, he's on the verge of the top 32, and with the likes of Justin Pipe, Christo Reyes and Robert Thornton not in good form at all, who are just above him. It won't be long until Wattimena will be in that top 32. Wade has lost in round 1 of the match play the last 2 years, and I think that will continue, and it's going to be close, but I'm going to go with the shock 10-8 win for Jermaine Wattimena.
I think Wade won this back in 2007. I'm sure it was 2007, wasn't it? He won the match play. Yeah. I think that Wade's, things are good in his personal life at the moment. He played well. He was great against MVG in Vegas. I think he's oozing confidence at the minute. I think he's going to have a good run in the match play. I'm going for him to beat Jermaine Wattimena quite comfortably, 10-6. And last but not least, we've got my beloved Peter Snakebite Wright against Jelle Klaasen. Peter Wright, as we know, is up and down at the moment. He made 2 Euro finals. He lost to MVG, but he's recently won a Players' Championship, so hopefully he's going to recapture some of that form. I think he's actually really lucky to have this draw against Jelle Klaasen. It will suit him. Klaasen's been all out of sorts at the moment. He's also changed his manufacturer. He's now at Unicorn. What are your thoughts on this one, Joe?
Well, it's a good draw for Peter, I would say. But he had an amazing year last year, winning 11 tournaments, including 2 televised titles at the UK Open and the German Darts Masters World Series.
Yeah.
This year, he keeps on changing his darts. Like, he's had all different types of shapes and thrown differently. And he was nearly close to be relegated from the Premier League. He was fortunate that they cancelled Exeter, and on Judgment Night, Mensa played MVGs and that means Mensa was knocked out.
Yeah.
He picked up his first title, as you said, in Players' Championship 14 in Wigan, defeating Rob Cross, and that was a much needed win because he targeted 20 titles at the start of the year, and I was thinking he was going to win that. Obviously, Klaasen changed his manufacturer this year and moved to Team Unicorn, but he hasn't pushed on. He's dropped outside the top 16 on both the...
He's in big danger. Big danger.
And on the Pro Tour merits, so he has to go and qualify for the Euro Tour events the night before the main event starts. And he's dropped so far that 2 or 3 weekends this year. He's been unseeded in Players' Championship events, which is shocking because he was the BDO World Champion 12 years ago.
Yeah.
I think Wright's going to win this one, and I'm going to go with 10-5.
Yeah, as I said, I think this is a great draw for Peter Wright. If it had got some of the others, I'm not sure that I'd have been quite so confident, because I think there's players there that could easily have beaten him. Whether he's broken or not, I don't know. And I said it in my other videos, I think they're trying to fix him at the moment, and I don't think they know how to. But hopefully this will give him a confidence boost, because I'm going for him to beat Klaasen 10-7. So, they are mine and Joe's predictions. Thank you so much for coming on the show, Joe.
No problem.
As you can see throughout the whole video, I can't stop smiling because I know I'm going to be up there. So please, guys, look out for me. I'm going to be in bars. I'm going to be doing bullseye challenges. I'm going to be doing giveaways. I'm buying a couple £100 worth of stuff tonight to give away as well when I'm up there. I will be putting tweets out. So please, please, please make sure if you do like my videos and you want to have some giveaways, you do need to be a subscriber of dartsplanet.tv. So hit that subscribe button, turn your notifications on, and I'll be giving some of my predictions and yours when I'm up there for the match play. So that's it for this video. Cheers, Joe.
No problem.
Catch you all next time. Bye.